Well, after record high temperatures yesterday, today will be almost as warm, just a touch cooler. A couple more records could fall, but we are in for some potential rainfall and then a much cooler stretch of weather this weekend. So record highs fell yesterday from Fargo, St. Cloud, the Twin Cities, Rochester, and a couple more records could be broken today around Duluth and Rochester. We're still going to be way above normal. Record in the Twin Cities today is maybe just out of reach, 70, the record high for this date, but we'll be in the upper 60s. We'll be pretty close. Yesterday was our fourth record high of this month alone. We're up to 8 for the year. This ties the year 2000 for the most record high temperatures in the first half of March. On average, you break a record high once every 7 years in a particular month. So we're outpacing normal. And since the year 2000, thanks to climate change, records are at a pace double of what they would have been prior to 2000. So we are breaking more records than we used to in a typical period. Just some high clouds moving across the state today. We'll be back into some clear skies for most of the midday and afternoon. Lots of sun again. Clouds will increase tomorrow, though, ahead of that potential system. But highs will be back. Probably upper 60s, some low 70s still in southern Minnesota, starting to cool off way up in the northwest corner. Cool front did slide through. You didn't notice it, just a shift in the wind really, and still very warm today. Still 15 to 25 degrees above normal for those high temperatures across most of the state. And as I mentioned, a couple more records could be broken today. Rochester and Duluth are poised to potentially break some records. Again, in Twin Cities, it's 70 today, so maybe just out of reach. But it's also going to be another day of elevated fire risk. Not quite red flag criteria because the winds will be lighter, but very low relative humidities back in the 15 to 25% range. So you probably noticed, maybe you're putting on chapstick or noticing just how dry it's been. It's not your imagination. Very dry air here. Our next system, the one that we're watching for Wednesday night into Thursday, is on the west coast. Some clouds and showers there. We're going to start to see the showers develop Wednesday night across southern Minnesota, and then that will fill in a bit more. Really, the Twin Cities is going to be the northern extent of that rain, it looks like. And then as we cool off, it could become a mixture of some wet snow late Thursday into Thursday night. The model is really mixed on that potential, but it is looking like a decent rainfall, especially along the Minnesota-Iowa border. The further south you go, the more rain it looks likely. The blend of the models right now is showing about a quarter-inch maybe for the Twin Cities area, but it's going to be a sharp cutoff. Any little shift in that rain could really drop off quickly, but there is that potential for snow in some of the models, hinting at a narrow band of snow. Might be over the metro, might not happen. Something to watch here over the next 24 hours, though, potentially late Thursday if those temperatures cool off enough. So still way above normal today and tomorrow, but we're going to shift the pattern as we head into the weekend. Some colder air moves in Saturday into Sunday, Monday, a few days at least below normal temperatures. We haven't had 2 consecutive days of colder than normal temperatures since the middle of February. So it'll be a little shock to the system. By Sunday, highs only in the 30s, 20s to the north. Yes, this will not be a St. Patrick's Day where we hit 80 like in 2012, despite being a very warm March. Below normal statewide for temperatures Sunday and Monday. Looks like we do briefly warm back up midweek next week. Yeah, in for a little bit of some cooler weather. It's going to come with some flurries and sprinkles too. Northern Minnesota primarily on Saturday, and then Sunday maybe some scattered flurries further south too. But could even see some accumulating snowfall in the northern part of the state. I wouldn't be shocked if a few places get an inch or two of some slushy accumulation with that colder air moving in. So don't count winter out just yet, of course. Usually once we're past April. 67 today, that is way above normal still, but again, probably a few degrees shy of the record. It may be a degree cooler than yesterday. Still in the 60s tomorrow. It is worth noting that the average 60-degree high doesn't occur until March 23rd, and we're already just racking them up here. 50 on Thursday with those scattered showers. Again, might mix with a little snow. And then Friday should be mainly dry before we see a few sprinkles Saturday and some of those rain and snow showers on Sunday with much cooler temperatures by Sunday and Monday. But those readings are actually only about 5 degrees below normal. We just haven't seen much of that lately.